Alright, so we're going to the library today. I do that every day because I work here. But what I like to do when I'm picking out library books is pick books that have a spine color that I'm interested in just for that day, a book cover color, maybe just the word that's in the book. This is how I introduce myself to new authors I don't know about. Not that they're new authors, but this way I pick up books I never would have read before. It's like a surprise. So we're going to go and we're going to get some books. Okay, so we are in the adult section of the stacks at the public library, and I'm going to pick some books that have red on the cover somehow. So let's look at some red cover books. It's orange, but it sure is cute. Let's see. Kind of red. 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 That counts. Red. 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 Here's a nice red. Okay, we'll pick this one. Alright. Let's see. I don't want the same author again. Let's see. Let's turn around. There's some red. Let's go over here. Okay, got red there. Some there. Some here. And I like that. I like this. It's got a little person in the middle of a spiral. That's cool. Okay, we'll pick that one. Alright, so let's just keep going down the aisle. Ooh, a lot of whoever this is, and I've never heard of him. Oh, he's got a red book. Okay, so let's pick this one. Alright, those are the red books. Let's go take a look. Okay, so these are the 3 books that we picked from, well, I picked, from the library of the Browsing Shelves of Adult Fiction. We have Bellows Falls, and Blood Game, and Spiral. Actually, they all have great covers. So I'm going to read at least one of these. I may read more than these. Like I said, I don't mind DNFing a book. I just don't have time to read a book that is not engaging me at all. So I'll read one, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you which one it was, or if I read 2, I'll discuss them. Alright, so this is the book that I read, of the ones I picked out that had that red color cover to it, and it was Iris Johansen's Blood Game. This is book 9 from the Eve Duncan series. It's a forensic thriller series, and here is Iris Johansen, so you can tell this is her. She's an Atlanta or Georgia-based author, and the reason I did pick up the book is because it said it had a Atlanta senator's daughter who was murdered, and I'm in Atlanta area, so that's why I picked the book up. And actually, I never would have read this book, but I did read it because it had the red cover. Now this book is book 9, but you can read them out of order because it turns out it's a Bonnie series. It's about her daughter Bonnie, who has died, or actually has been murdered, and it's the relationship and story of Bonnie and Eve, who is the forensic scientist, or forensic, whatever she is, and Joe, who happens to be a detective, and they fall in love. So it has a lot of backstory about all that, so you really don't need to read any of the other books. This one pretty much explains everything that's going on, so you can start on this book or use it as a standalone. So the main thing about this book is that, well, it has a serial killer in it, and he likes to drink blood. And let's see, it has a ghost in it. And with the help of Eve and Joe and the ghost, they track down the serial killer who killed the senator's daughter. It's basically the whole story. I did not know that Iris Johansen books had a mystical ghost feel to it. I don't know if they all do. I don't know if it's just this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read books and skip them. So this is number 9. So I'll read this. I already read it. And I did enjoy it. Next, what I'll do is I'll read Eve. Let's see. Is it Eve I'm going to read? Yes. Read Eve, because Eve is book 12 of this series. And then I figure I could probably skip 13, which is Joe, or Quinn. It's Joe Quinn is his name, which is Quinn, because this one will probably give me a lot of backstory of what that other story was. I'm just thinking that's how it's going to go. So I'm going to read one, skip one, read one, skip one, and see how it works. So I never would have picked up Iris Johansen if I hadn't just gone to the library and picked random cover colors on my book. So thanks for watching, and I will give it a try. At least one. Thanks.